High five. Not to be confused with I-5, even though they're both in the title of this video. But before I get into that, let me introduce myself for those of you who are new here, and there's probably lots of you because somebody probably sent you this video. I'm Ray of Sunshine. I'm delighted that you're here with me today. The reason that somebody sent you this video is because this could very possibly be the day that you remember as the day that will change your life forever. I know it's scary because I use the word change, and change can sometimes be scary because it's a lot of times it's unknown, and as humans we like familiar. So if it's familiar is comfortable, and sometimes getting used to the unfamiliar is uncomfortable. But I'm telling you, the kind of changes that I'm here to tell you about today are amazing changes. I'm going to explain for those of you who are not able to view me at this moment on this video. I'm going to explain what the background is to my video today, because that's an integral part of the theme that I'm going to be talking about. And so behind me on my left, it probably looks like on my right to you, but anyways, on my left is the moon. And the moon could represent lots of different things, but let's say in this scenario it represents mystery or the unknown or darkness, or shadow could represent the past as examples. And then on the other side here, on my right side, is the sun. And you might notice that the sun and I are twins. We have a lot in common other than the fact that I smile more than him. But besides that, the sun is bright and bubbly and bouncy and fun and energetic. And that could represent the new world that we're going into. You know, we've had a lot of New World episodes in our history. Like about 50,000 years ago, a time that was referred to as the Great Leap Forward. It was the time when we shifted our behavior. We started burying our dead and wearing clothing and that sort of thing. So it was a big shift. And then, there's other examples too, like depending on your version of history, but there's one that was relatively recent, when a boat from Portugal, let's say, went sailing out and discovered a new world. It was a new world because it was different. So different than anything they were ever familiar with. And that's what we're moving into, a new world. It involves change. It involves getting used to different. It involves doing something different to discover something different. And I talk about that on a lot of my previous videos for a reason. There's a reason why you want to discover different, and there's a reason why you might want to discover how you deal with discovering different. So there's a lot of different back there, a lot of different rays of sunshine, and lots of different lessons, lots of different episodes to take advantage of. Hey, did you see that? Let me explain it. For those who can't view me right now, we went from the moon on my left and the sun on my right, and now there's a night sky. Spectacular night sky with the stars shimmering in the sky. We're looking up through the trees. And the reason that happened is because we're transitioning. It switched again. Did you see that? Okay. If you saw me in any of my previous videos, there's a transition that's happening. Look, it switched again. Did you see that? Now there's you and all the other sunflowers. And you know what we're here for, right? To bloom, to blossom, to discover ourselves, to be happy. There's no such thing as too much happy, so why not contribute toward it? And that's one of the things I want to talk about here today. But you notice the shift, just in this short program alone, there's a big shift happening, just like the big shift that's happening on our planet into different energies. So the energy that I want to talk about is the energy of happiness, the energy of self-discovery, the energy of self-love. Because it's the energy that we're heading into, which is why it's important to think along those lines. I have some suggestions how to do that. One of them, and I'm going to explain. Oh, did I explain? I didn't explain it for the people who are not able to see me right now. We went from that night sky into this whole field of, now there's millions and millions of other sunflowers joining us. I want to tell you about, I was looking at old pictures today. I was thinking of when I was a kid and we were playing games, and there was one of them that was something to do with giant steps. I don't know how, it was something like Simon Says, that kind of idea. Simon Says, and I always like to be Simon, right? To be the boss. So it would be like, Simon Says, take 2 giant steps. We'll take a baby step, take 2 giant steps. And I was thinking, that's like the energy that we're in on this planet right now. Giant steps, because things are happening so fast. If you think about everything that we've been through over the course of time, right? And look all around us at what we have created. So that's what this program is all about. It's about sunflowers, learning loving, and loving living. As you can see, things are changing fast. And for those of you who are not able to view me right now, I will explain that we just went from the sunflower field back to the moon and the sun glowing behind my head. Hey, speaking of glowing, do you notice how I'm glowing? I didn't fully get dressed because I wanted to show you this combination with this other garment. I got the orange, the purple, the steel gray going on, and on top of that, I have this copper penny hair color, the bleach blonde, the silver, I don't know what we're going to call it, silver lining, I guess is what we'll call it. And you'll never guess which one of these is my natural colors, but I'm going to give you a clue. I give you lots of clues in a lot of my previous videos too, because they're all like puzzles, right? They're figuring out puzzles, finding pieces of you, discovering me while discovering you. So I have all those kind of clues back there for you to check out. And there's different ways for you to get there. There's going to be boxes on the side of my head at the end of this video. You can click on one of those. I'll pick out some good ones. I have all different length videos. There's some that are 15 seconds. I think my longest one is 25 minutes and 26 seconds. But who's keeping track anyway, right? Oh yeah. So the hint that I wanted to give you about which is my real hair color is my eyebrows. You can't go by my eyebrows because I dyed those too. There's a lot of different rays of sunshine back there and a lot of different discoveries to be made. So that's one of the options. The other option is going to my page, and you can look at them sort of like oracle cards and just pick one out. That's kind of a fun way to do it. And also on that page, I think it's if you click on About, or maybe not, maybe just on the heading of the page, I have some other presenters on YouTube that I recommend, and I have them listed there. I have links for them. Places like DNA Awakening and The Truth Can Change Your Life and the Galactic Federation. I love that one. So anyway, all those links are down below. And I'm glad to promote them because, they talk about a lot of stuff that to me makes sense. And if it makes sense, I'm in. Anyway, all those other videos by those other presenters, if you have time, I strongly recommend check them out. A lot of them, some of them are short videos. None, I don't think any of those presenters are really very long videos. But also, you can get a gist of what they're talking about from me because I fill myself up with that stuff, and I'm going to present it to you over here eventually, somewhere along the way. Glad you were here with me today. Hey, did you see that? It's playtime. Create you. And share this video.